30 for 30 is the umbrella title for a series of documentary films airing on ESPN and its sister networks and online properties. The series highlights important people and events in the sports world and in sports history. 30 for 30 includes 3 volumes, of 30 episodes each, a 13-episode series under the ESPN Films Presents title in 2011-2012, and a series of 30 for 30 shorts shown through the ESPN.com website. The series also expanded to include soccer stories, airing in advance of the 2014 FIFA World Cup. Background: the idea for the 30 for 30 series began with ESPN.com columnist and Grantland.com founder Bill Simmons and ESPN's Connor Skell, who wanted feature filmmakers to recount the sports stories, people, and events of which they took a personal interest or involvement in, however great or small, and felt had not been fully explored. Volume 1 of 30 for 30, which premiered in October 2009 and ran through December 2010, chronicles Chapter 30 stories from the ESPN era, which extended 30 years from the network's founding in 1979. Each Volume 1 film details the issues, trends, people, teams, or events that transformed the sports landscape during those 3 decades, including what Simmons describes as stories that resonated at the time they occurred, but were eventually forgotten for whatever reason. John Dahl, Connor Skell and Simmons serve as 30 for 30's executive producers. Subsequent films in the series, including Volume 2 and online-only shorts, have expanded the series' scope to include people and events from outside the ESPN era. In September 2014, Skell said, "Even though we have been at this for 5 years now, there is no shortage of incredible moments from the world of sports. So that enables us to continue making 30 for 30 films we're proud of." Overview: List of 30 for 30 films. Volume 1. Unless otherwise noted, the following films are all 60 minutes in length. ESPN Films Presents. Other films were previously announced for Volume 1 of the series but were not included. These films, which began airing in 2011, are a continuation of 30 for 30, dealing with more sports stories that 30 for 30 did not cover. According to 30 for 30 producer Bill Simmons, "We're spinning off the 30 for 30 series next year into something that will probably be called 30 for 30 Presents or something like that. We're going to be putting out 4 to 5 sports docs per year on the level of the best 30 for 30 docs and getting the best filmmakers to do them. Same creative team is involved. We have some terrific ideas in the hopper. So even though the SMU doc will be the 30th one, don't think the spirit of the series is going away." These additional films include Volume 2. On May 15, 2012, it was announced that the 30 for 30 series would return in October 2012, with 30 all-new documentaries. The documentaries were integrated with Grantland.com by podcasts, feature stories and oral histories. Unless otherwise noted, the following films are all 90 minutes in length. Volume 3. In September 2015, it was announced that 30 for 30 would return for a third volume of 30 films, beginning in October 2015. 30 for 30 shorts. The following 30 for 30 shorts have been featured on the Grantland.com website as well as the 30 for 30 website. They have also been featured on ESPN, or its related networks, either on 30 for 30 compilation shows or on SportsCenter. List of 30 for 30 soccer stories films. On January 11, 2014, it was announced that a soccer-only 30 for 30 series, featuring 2 feature-length films and 6 30-minute films, would be aired in April 2014, featuring compelling narratives from around the international soccer landscape. Additionally, a 10-part vignette series, titled Correio, about Brazil's rich history, will air during ESPN's 2014 FIFA World Cup coverage. Vignettes critical and ratings response. The series had a slow beginning. The first film, Peter Berg's King's Ransom, a chronicle of Wayne Gretzky's trade from the Edmonton Oilers to the Los Angeles Kings, premiered on October 6, 2009 to poor ratings. King's Ransom drew a 0.5 national rating and a total viewership of 645,000. The premiere of King's Ransom aired at the same time as the 2009 American League Central tiebreaker game between the Minnesota Twins and Detroit Tigers on TBS, which went into extra innings and drew a 4.5 rating. As awareness and critical acclaim grew, the viewing audience also grew. By the seventh episode, the audience had grown to a 1.8 rating and well over 2 million viewers. The AV Club review for the 8th entry, Winning Time, Reggie Miller vs. the New York Knicks, called it the most hotly anticipated of the first 8, and stated that it more than lived up to the hype. The AV Club has given positive and negative reviews for different episodes in the series, with notable critical reviews of the 3 Volume 1 episodes that had involvement by the media production arms of Major League Baseball, the NBA and NASCAR. Awards: 2010 Peabody Award winner, 2010 International Documentary Association's Distinguished Continuing Series, 2014 Emmy for Outstanding Short Format Non-Fiction Program. Sponsors: Cadillac and Levi's are the presenting sponsors of the series. The Cadillac name appears on the 30 for 30 logo, while the Levi's "Go Forth" slogan appears on the bottom corner of the screen during the director's interstitial comments, which appear for 45 seconds at the beginning of each film and 30 seconds at the end. Commercials for both companies were shown during every intermission during the original air dates, with Levi's guaranteed a 60-second commercial slot at the beginning of the third act. Cadillac replaced Honda as a primary sponsor. During its time as a contributor, Honda aired parts of its Dream the Impossible documentary series in the first commercial break.